compensation, general liability, or commercial auto insurance, Gladstone Coverage Group has you covered. Gladstone Coverage Group is a one-stop agency specializing in many types of insurance, including life, personal, business, and Medicare supplement insurance, as well as employee benefits, serving many communities throughout New Jersey. As an insurance partner protecting you and future generations, contact Tyler Brinson at 908-698-0477 or by email at tylerb@gladstonecoverage.com and tell him Morris Sussex Sports sent you.
I was born fast. Parisi made me faster.
I thought I could jump. Parisi brought me to new heights.
I wasn't always quick. Parisi made me lightning fast.
Strength was never my strength. Parisi changed all that.
Cimino & Filippone is a New Jersey-based law firm with offices in Morristown and Hazlitt, devoted to providing quality legal representation and personal attention in the areas of residential and commercial real estate, estate planning, and personal injury. Contact Joe Filippone at 732-203-0060 or by email at jfilippone@cf-lawfirm.com.
The national anthem complete, and we welcome you back to Frederick Douglass Field here at the campus of Rutgers Newark for Game 2 of our doubleheader here on Morris Sussex Sports and Morris Elite TV. It's the men's turn now. Morris Elite taking on the Hudson Valley Hammers. David Hasek along with Sebastian Bravo. And Sebastian, Morris Elite coming off still with that momentum from their game against FA Euro, a 2-1 win in that contest. We're supposed to play FC Motown in the midweek. That game did not happen. We only got a minute 45 seconds of it. So a well-rested squad now looking to go for a second win in a row.
I mean, this Morris Lee team has to keep going on what they've had already. I mean, that first win against FA Euro, again, Mother Nature did not let us play that match against FC Motown. But still, like you said, well rest and confidence is what this team needs to get into this first half with a great mindset.
It certainly was, and brace for Murdy Kaliko was the impetus behind that win, as well as a great display in net from Alex Velasquez. Did a tremendous job in goal. The opponents today, the Hudson Valley Hammers, their first season in USL League 2. As they are coming in with the same record as Morris Elite, 1-0-2. They come off a loss 2-1 against FC Motown in their last contest. But a team that, again, coming together a little bit, learning this league, and they got a pretty good pairing up top with Zilanka and Hugo Guerra. We'll keep an eye on them, to be sure. Also, Matt Wyatt, the second, the number 7, another player to watch 5 goals and 13 assists last year with Mount St. Mary College out of Beacon, New York. He's got 24 goals and 26 assists in his college career. It's a team that is looking to attack early and often.
I mean, this team right here, Hudson Valley Hammers, is just jam-packed with college athletes from all over the country. We're talking Gonzaga, Stony Brook, University of Detroit Mercy. I mean, all over the place. Great programs. And coming together will be a great team for sure.
And a team, again, founded and led, at least in part, by the U.S. men's national team star Tyler Adams, looking to expand the opportunities for where he grew up, and this program birthed out of it, the Hudson Valley Hammers. In their first year, they already have 1 win on the season in their inaugural year. That win coming in their first ever match, a 4-1 victory over NJ Copa. Since then, though, a 5-0 loss and a 2-1 loss. As we get set to go here, Morris Elite wearing their red with white shorts. Going from left to right, Hudson Valley Hammers wearing the 2 tones of blue, light and dark blue, going right to left. Let's talk through the starting 11s. For the Hudson Valley Hammers, Ryan Wilson gets the starting goal. The back 4 of Sam Johnson, Samori Powder, Eric Ramos, and Sebastian Rojek. In the midfield, Matt Wyant II, Jorge Umana, Frankie Lukovic, and Paul Makaj. Hugo Guerra and Nick Zilanka up top as Morris Elite gets us underway with Victor Villa-Gomez. He starts up top with Murdy Kaliko. The midfielders, Alejandro Rebel, Luke Smith, and Wild Jeff Filius, along with Edouard Rossier. Back 4 of Jose Adames, Cormac Pike, Edgar Torres, and Jordi Navio. And Alex Velasquez gets the start once again in goal, as the Hammers come forward for their first attack. Out of play, though. And a throw-in for Morris Elite. A young Morris Elite squad that, again, is kind of feeling its boots a little bit. They came together and were partially put together by former coach Javier Velasco, but Javier Velasco moved on to other opportunities, replaced by his former assistant, Donato Curci. As here come, though, the Hudson Valley Hammers. The first attempt goes across goal. It's a little bit too far ahead of Hugo Guerra. And a good opening shot from Hudson Valley, but to no avail.
I mean, already right out of the gate with that offense by Hudson Valley, just creating perfect opportunities and almost capitalizing on it.
As here come Morris Elite trying to get control. Instead, it ends up with the 27 of Sebastian Rojek. Goes wide, Samori Powder. Tries to switch fields, going up for that one and winning the header, but out for a throw-in is Jordi Navio. Navio, part of the back line that almost kept a clean sheet against FA Euro. A scrambled goal in stoppage time of the second half cost Alex Velasquez and this defense the shutout. But an impressive group that came together there, as that one almost finds its way to Zilanka, but ends up going through all the way to Velasquez. Cormac Pike, the captain, centering that defensive line on the left-hand side. So this one's a long ball over the top. Trying to get there is Kaliko. Gomez pressuring, but Hudson Valley almost turns it over and instead ends up with the number 7 of Matt Wyant. Goes wide to Powder. Now lays it inside, Makaj. That pass intercepted by Navio, who will control and send it back to Edgar Torres. Torres again. Inside to De Rossier. That pass back, though, to Smith is off target. Interception and a turnover. Here come the Hammers. A shot from range from the 31 of Jorge Umana, but saved there. And a good early look again. Some early knocking on the door here from the Hudson Valley Hammers in this one.
Hudson Valley is hungry from what it looks like. I mean, 2 attempted shots right out of the gate, and it looks like no stop.
Over the top, though, Kaliko, but did so illegally. A tug on the back of the jersey, the right call there from the referee.
Like I was saying, no stop, what it looks like for Hudson Valley on their offensive side.
And it looks like almost a top attacking 3 for Hudson Valley. Guerra up top on the left. Zilanka playing in the middle. with Umana playing on that right-hand side. So we'll see how Morris Elite deals with this. Almost a 4-2-1-2-1 almost. As here come the Hammers the other way. Laying it back to Wyant. He goes wide to Powder. Wyant again. Pressured, sends it out wide. Good switch of the play and good keep. That time by the number 8 of Paul Makaj. On the ball now, Makaj. You can tell a more defensive posture from Morris Elite than they were against FA Euro. So that's a good ball forward. Guerra crosses to the back post, but nobody's there. Going over there is Jose Adamas. Powder gets around him and cleared out there by Cormac Pike. That pass out for a Morris Elite throw-in. Adamas, the native of Bilbao, Spain, plays his college soccer, or just graduated actually, from NJIT, literally about 3 blocks up the hill to our right. Here come the Hammers again. Cutting through, the pass across, cleared, and just inside the fence. Thought that one was almost gone by the way that was going, but nice backspin there by Edgar Torres and a corner kick for Hudson Valley. And here they're the call-outs from the Morris Elite staff telling their players to mark up. The low corner kick easily cleared away. Samori Powder gets onto it, keeps it alive. Another cross, out swinger. Velasquez tried to go for it. Everyone went for it and missed everyone. And out for a goal kick. It's a good start for Hudson Valley.
I mean, yeah, it's just going crazy with headers, attempted headers, shots on point, shots without contest. I mean, this is just going out the gate, and it looks like it's going in a very positive way.
And Morris Elite, again, that game against FA Euro, they came in, they really attacked right from the opening minute.
Right.
Today, a lot more defensive-minded, and again, that could be Coach Kirchie as well, just trying to relay those messages back to his team, slowing them down, getting them to play his way. And he's playing more defensive here today. As there goes on a nice break is Eric Ramos.
Or from what I'm seeing this team, Morris Elite, I'm talking about, getting that sense of change of momentum from Hudson Valley, attacking and kind of shifting into that defensive spot here.
And a foul there from Jordi Navio. He thought he had won position, but instead called for the foul and a free kick. As showing his speed there, Eric Ramos. Very tall for an outside back. The junior next year. He's played the last 2 years at Mohawk Valley Community College. Native of Spring Valley, New York. Had 4 goals and 4 assists last season in 17 starts.
This was
the low ball coming across the header, flicked over the top, and a decent attempt there. Good cross in from Makaj, and almost getting on that was the big center back of Rojek, who was up front.
Like you were mentioning before, Ramos was also the first team selected to be in the first team all-region and all-conference for the conference he plays in, and also a general studies major. Take a look at that.
They turn it around, another turnover. Going out wide, Hugo Guerra. Guerra. Nice defensive play, that time by DeRosier, who stuck a foot in. Playing back a little bit more. Hugo Guerra, the transfer from Albany, now at URI. Similar colors, actually, from his college team to his team here with Hudson Valley. That light blue. Coming inside, a chance and a shot. Nice block by Pike as Umana was coming in almost uncontested. And you can see there, Cormac Pike, the captain, screaming at his fellow teammates to wake up.
I mean, I can feel the frustration almost from here. Cormac Pike is dealing with 10 other players that just need to get their act together.
Another cross in, bounces around, a shot blocked, and a foul against Hudson Valley, and a free kick from Morris Elite as there was a shove in the box on Jose Adamas. Eighth minute here, no score between Morris Elite and Hudson Valley, although it has been the visitors who have been in the ascendancy from the first minute. The exact opposite of the first half of our doubleheader, where Morris Elite were certainly the dominant squad, as that one goes over the top. Another turnover, and Hudson Valley controls again. This is Ramos. That pass, though, miscommunication with Guerra, and it'll be out for a Morris Elite throw.
I mean, we're only 8 minutes in, and you can already tell this is Hudson Valley's game. I mean, possession is all the time in Hudson Valley's hands. almost creating every opportunity, getting those close ones, but just failing on the act, really.
As the throw-in goes down the line right in front of us. Bouncing around right about at our head level here, and DeRossier will get on it. Lays it back to Luke Smith.
With that action really close, I mean, you can't get any better view than here in the press box.
I'm waiting for a ball to come up and hit the plexiglass around here. It's close enough. This one laid over the top, looking for Kaliko. They're going to find him. Murder Kaliko inside. Right foot looks for a pass. Gets blocked. Good defensive play there by Rojek. Kaliko still on the ball. Looking for help. Lays it back. Adames. The cross. Back post. Goes way over everyone. But getting over there and getting on it is Navio. Jordy Navio cuts inside. Nice move. Navio with a cross low to the outside post. Another shot for Villa Gomez is blocked. Still not clear. Bouncing around there. Navio takes it down. While Jeff Filius in there. Morris Elite with their first significant attack of the game. Filius cuts inside on the byline. Inside to Villa Gomez. Villa Gomez looking to force a play there. The shot, though, shot/cross, and it goes over the crossbar, and a goal kick for Hudson Valley. Better there from Morris Elite, their first real chance of the game. A little bit of chaos. Victor Villa Gomez, one of the returners from last year's squad, made 4 appearances. The native of Bolivia. Played for his youth soccer in Santa Cruz, Bolivia at Academia Tahuichi.
Yep, you got that right. Yep.
Played his high school soccer at the state powerhouse, the national powerhouse, St. Benedict's Prep,
right,
for 4 years. For those who aren't familiar with high school soccer in New Jersey, I believe of the last 30 state championships, St. Benedict's has won 29 of them. That's how good they are. That's a good ball forward, looking for Wild Jeff Filius. Down the right-hand side, good ball there. Here comes Filius, the cross. Washed over the crossbar. Villa Gomez was waiting for it. A good pass there from Kaliko, who was back in the midfield, and a nice ball forward, but the cross just not on target.
I mean, good read, getting that play, getting to Wild Jeff, getting close to that opportunity, just didn't get it. Just didn't get it right there.
If there were names on the back of these jerseys, if he didn't go with just Wild Jeff, there's something wrong. That would be the ultimate Brazilian one name. Just call yourself Wild Jeff.
Wild Jeff.
So much talent, though, from Filius. Played last year with Pathfinder in USL2, which was that year called Malaga City, as there's a foul against Wild Jeff Filius, a Nottingham High School product. And a free kick for Morris Elite here. Just a simple play back from Jordy Navio. And a reset back to Alex Velasquez, the Newton, New Jersey native. Cormac Pike wants that pass a little bit faster. He gets it now, though. Sends it up forward. Kaliko heads it back down. Kaliko connects with Rebel. Kaliko lays it back to Adames. Alejandro Rebel. Across, good ball, good switch to Navio. Jordy Navio slips on the turf, gives a 2-arm shove to Hugo Guerra. That would have been nice at a Madden football game, but unfortunately in soccer, that's a foul. And a free kick for Hudson Valley. If you're enjoying what you are watching here on Morris Elite TV and Morris Sussex Sports, we would love for you to subscribe to both channels so you don't miss a minute of the USL League 2 or USLW League action all season long here at Morris Elite. And if you want to see your games here on Morris Sussex Sports specifically, whether you are a high school, a semi-professional team, a all-star team of some description, we do it all here. Contact George Muha, George at morrissussexsports.com. We do travel. Do not let the name fool you, as we are here in Newark. And a throw in here from Morris Elite. We also want to thank our sponsors, Jag 1 Physical Therapy. We want to thank Alfred's Sports Shop, as well, of course, as the Shop Chatham for their support of Morris Elite SC. This goes wide to Adames. Adames sends it forward. A little bit of miscommunication there with Kaliko. The first one there will be Rojek, who sends it back to Ryan Wilson. Wilson looks for his options, gives it across to Sam Johnson. And Johnson switches field to Sebastian Rojek. Rojek grew up not too far away from here, native of Wayne, going to Stony Brook, going into his senior campaign. Made 15 starts last year for the Seawolves. Had 1 goal to his credit, the defender. Wayne Hills High School product. One of the two high schools in Wayne, a throw-in from Morris Elite. That's one of the great rivalries in northern New Jersey for any sport. Wayne Valley and Wayne Hills, when those two schools get together, town bragging rights on the line. So Morris Elite will throw this one in. DeRossier showing for it, as is Luke Smith. Instead, he'll go to Wild Jeff, but intercepted. Trying to slow it down, but instead it goes all the way across to Jose Adames. He's got Rabel on a run. He's got Rabel. Alejandro Rabel cuts inside via Gomez. Looks for an option. Lays it inside. Calico goes wide. Wild Jeff Filius. The cross goes over everything. Via Gomez trying to get on it with that speed. He does. Victor Villa Gomez tries to send across, and it's blocked. Luke Smith there to get it, though. Smith looks. Leaves it for Villa Gomez on the far sideline. Lays it off him. Kept in play, though, off the deflection. Luke Smith still on it here. Morris Elite trying to threaten. Rabel cuts inside. Trying to move in on that one, and having it poked away was Calico, but a nice interception by Cormac Pike. Pike well out of position. And now here comes Hudson Valley. Great slide tackle by the captain and a throw in for Hudson Valley. Great effort there from Cormac Pike.
He's just taking on this notion of authority figure. He's just all over the place trying to get to the ball. Even tackle the guy, for goodness sake. Hope that person's okay.
Looks to be up and fine. That was a clean challenge and well done there from the captain. In a position, not just because he's one of the players that returned from last year, but because he earns it on the pitch every single match. Always so impressive, not just his play, his leadership qualities. That's a great switch. Guerra tries to cut inside on his left foot. Good defensive play by Navio. They lay it back this time to Ramos. Now Makaj. Inside. Lukovic bounces around in there, trying to get that with Silanka, but cleared out. Goes wide instead to Samori Powder. Sends it in. Good defensive header there from Pike. Hudson Valley still, though, in control. Ramos. Lays it across. Now back to Wyant. Across to Ramos again. This is Guerra. Tries to lay it inside. Good read there from the number 5, Edgar Torres. And he clears his lines and sends it upfield, where it's collected by Sam Johnson. Wyant, the playmaker, just sitting back in the defensive midfielder role for Hudson Valley. And the native of Mount St. Mary College, going into his senior year. Had a really good year for them last year. 15 starts and 15 appearances, 5 goals and 13 assists. This is Powder now. Cuts inside to the 18, bounces around, hits off a hand, but inadvertent, says the referee. We play on. Cormac Pike will clear. And Wyant, 24 goals and 26 assists so far in his college career. One of those hidden gems, not at a huge program, but certainly contributes for his team. And he's showing that off here as well, as that's a heavy touch from the number 9 of Hugo Guerra, and it's a Morris Elite throw-in in their own attacking third. Sun finally starting to set behind the buildings of Rutgers Newark here in the Brick City. And that one out for another throw-in for Morris Elite. This game, second half of which should be played under the lights as someone revs their engine behind us. Laying it back, this is Cormac Pike. Pike has Adames, feeds it to him. Good ball there. Adames inside to Villa Gomez. Villa Gomez looks for an option, lays it back instead to Adames. Doesn't have much in the room of help. Villa Gomez gets it. Pass, that's a dangerous one, but Edgar Torres gets there first and lays it over to Jordi Navio. Navio lays it off. Wild Jeff Filius. Wild Jeff cuts inside. Navio looking for a shot. Good defensive play. Navio still on it, though. Lays it across. Calico shot gets blocked by Powder.
Great setup of a shot by Navio.
And now the counterattack the other way. Here comes Guerra. Hugo Guerra. 3-on-4 for Hudson Valley. They lay it across. Umana tries to give it back to Guerra. Good defensive play. And DeRossier will take it and just sends it out wide to Navio. That's the best look for Morris Elite, though, and Kaliko just needed an extra touch, and that allowed Samori Powder to get in there and make a good defensive play with the block. Powder, the Maplewood, New Jersey native, goes to the University of Detroit Mercy. Attended the Baker Webb Academy. His brother, actually, Noah, was a professional player, played with Red Bulls 2. He's now also played with RSL. So a pedigree there for sure.
Also started all 15 games. Had 2 goals in their match against Purdue Fort Wayne. He was also selected to be the 2020 Horizon League All-Freshman. Look at that.
Certainly has shown that so far in the first 20 minutes. Still no score here between Morris Elite and Hudson Valley Hammers.
You can just tell this is a contested match by how much they're going at it with each other.
Very even in the first 20 minutes, that's for sure. First 10 minutes definitely went more Hudson Valley's way. Morris Elite has come into this match. They survived that early onslaught, and now they are trying to move forward here. And that's, again, that's similar to what Morris Elite did against FA Euro, that first 10 minutes, and they got rewarded with that goal, that penalty kick that Kaliko dispatched. But it was, you know, one of those things where if you don't collect it, it could be a big problem. Here comes Kaliko again. Good defensive play there. About the 24 of Sam Johnson, who's been on his game today.
You could say after those first 10 minutes, it looks like Morris Lee has found their rhythm here on the pitch.
They certainly have. And again, one team is always going to come out with that initial burst. Sometimes it's both teams.
Yep.
But there's always going to be one that's going to have that initial burst. If you can get through that unscathed, you can then relax. You can find your rhythm. You can get into the game. And Morris Elite has done that, whereas FA Euro last week was unable to keep Morris Elite off the scoreboard. Here's Cormac Pike.
I mean, last week FA Euro was just uncontestable. They just could not give anything towards Morris Elite. And now it looks like it's the opposite in this matchup. Morris Elite was where FA Euro was last week, and now they've come back and they found that rhythm.
That pass, though, from Cormac Pike, a bit too far away from them. Again, both teams coming in with identical records, 1-0-2, trying to make up some ground in the division, which has been dominated by the Long Island Rough Riders so far.
And from those records, like you were saying before, David, nobody really has anything to lose. I mean, it's just one. You just get one more win, one loss. Remember, you have that whole season to get back into it.
Long Island Rough Riders 3-0-0 in their first 3 games. There's a collision. Player down for Hudson Valley, and that's Guerra. It looks like he might have gotten an accidental hand to the face.
And there's a little bit of blood on his knee, I believe.
Morris Elite coming forward. The cross. Send in. DeRosier takes a shot and shanked that one. It's going to just go out of play. Looked like one of my lob wedge shots from my golfing days, as that one got some backspin on it, stayed in play, and did not go into the parking lot, which looked like where it was destined to go.
I mean, looking at it from here from the press box, it looks like it was going to shatter somebody's windshield.
I'm parked up there, so don't let that be me.
Oh, goodness, no.
Definitely not me. But, no, both teams looking to catch up with Long Island, as I said. Long Island 3-0 in their first 3 games, as this is intercepted. Luke Smith over the top. Smith controls. Wow. Luke Smith in on goal. Smith, tried to lay it across to Kaliko. Wild Jeff with a shot goes wide. Oh, a tough.
That was a great offensive play by Luke Smith. I mean, just incredible. Just set that up really well. Got into the goalie's box just inches away. And then did not result how we wanted it to.
Luke Smith, another former NJIT Highlander. Actually, I think he's staying around for his 5th season. I believe he's staying as a grad student.
Nope, you're right, yep.
Product of St. Peter's Prep. Certainly showed off his skills there. Jersey City native.
Also comes from a athletic family. His father played basketball at UVA. So, you know, he has the athletic genes.
And it's a foul by DeRosier, and immediately knew it and apologized for it.
Well, at least, you know, there's somebody that apologizes for that.
Oh, exactly. And meeting Edouard last year and interviewing him, one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet. Very, very quiet, very unassuming, but you can tell he's a guy that if he does commit a foul and he knows it, he will be the first one to hold his hands up and say, yeah, my bad. This is a good interchange play from Hudson Valley. Cutting across, nice defensive play by Luke Smith as he cut off Zilanka. And sends it way up in the air. A long drive. Here comes Villa Gomez pressuring. And a good, smart clear out from Sam Johnson.
Long kick away from Cormac Pike, getting the throw in from Morris Elite.
Trying to get that to the dangerous Nicholas Zilanko. We'll say his name a lot. The native of Wallington, New Jersey. Went to Wallington High School. Now goes to UMass. He only had a goal in 11 appearances in 2021, but in his high school career, 116 goals, 104 assists in his high school career at Wallington. That is otherworldly numbers. Was a two-time All-State selection. No surprise there. As a free kick here from Morris Elite.
I mean, those kind of numbers, it's no surprise that he's on a team like this.
On a team here, up with the Minutemen at UMass, but has been held quiet so far, and a free kick for Morris Elite.
If you're a player at UMass and you have the competition like they have, you know you're going to be a quality player.
That one misses its target. Hudson Valley looking to counter. Coming forward is Guerra. He's collected by Wildjeff. That's a good ball over the top. Look out. Here comes Lukovic. 2-on-1. Lays it across for Zilanka, but it's too far. Still got the numbers, though, Hudson Valley. Here comes Zilanka. Cuts in on that dangerous left foot. The shot takes a deflection and over the top of the net. Almost a chance in transition for Hudson Valley, and it nearly collected. That pass, though, from Lukovic to Zilanka just a little too far. And that leads to just a corner kick, thankfully, for Morris Elite. 25th minute here, still scoreless at Frederick Douglass Field. The corner outswinger, headed away, nicely done by Adames, and Villagomez sends it flying. Keliko trying to get on that one with the bounce off the turf. Johnson back there.
Keliko with the ball, wow.
Johnson, though, collects. Again, those long balls, it just looks like a desperation move, but with this turf, with the way it collects the backspin, that can sometimes lead to an opportunity for you. And we've seen that. We saw that in the women's game earlier. We've seen it a couple times today as Villagomez is called for the foul and claims he got the ball, but when you take out two ankles to get there, that will be a foul as Wyatt went down.
Like you were saying before, those long balls, it could either be something that could be a blessing or a curse, because if you get that ball and you get it in your possession, you have that entire third of the field to just get into the goalkeeper.
And exactly, it's a blessing and a curse for the attacker because it holds up and it will hold up on the turf so you can get there and maybe beat the defender for it. But on the grass field, that's just going to skip over the top, and you can run on it, as you said, with that pace. There's a chance, a shot from range, and it goes way over the top, and a miss from Wyant. But on a grass field, you can just run onto that ball all day long. As a player down here for Hudson Valley, and looks like there's going to be an early substitution for them as Eric Ramos is down on the turf. And it will be an early sub coming here. Ryan Hilliard looks like he's going to come on as a like-for-like replacement here for Ramos, who does not look happy. And that's might be an injury that's reoccurring, frustration abounding. As it will be the number 15 of Ryan Hilliard coming on for Eric Ramos. Hilliard, the SUNY New Paltz senior, going into his senior year. And it'll be a like-for-like substitution, I believe. Umana is actually a little bit of a shift change here as Umana's come over here to the left. That ball through, but finds no one. And moving up is Makaj. So Makaj has moved up in the attack a little bit here with Lukovic. So this one goes over the top. Battling for it there and winning it is Cormac Pike. That pass for Smith, though, does not connect. Here comes Hudson Valley. They go wide. They find Hilliard, his first touch. Hilliard cuts inside on the right foot, looks like an option. Doesn't have one, decides to leave it back for Lukovic. Inside of the box, finds Makaj. Another shot blocked there. Umana with a shot and a good block from Edgar Torres. And a corner kick for Morris Elite, for Hudson Valley, I should say. This has been a Hudson Valley team that's shown their teeth in the attack, that's for sure, but Morris Elite has had their opportunities as well on the attack. So the fact that this game is scoreless is a little bit surprising in a way. There's been opportunities for both teams. It's the corner whipped in swinger, popped up in the air and out by Morris Elite defender.
Like you were saying before, David, the fact that Hudson Valley has their teeth in this match is really well for their offense. The fact that Morris Elite is still keeping them at bay with no goals scored on their behalf, either Morris Elite or Hudson Valley, is just what we need to get this game going.
Well, looking for that first goal to open things up a little bit. As they go wide again, Samori Powder. Powder inside, cleared away by Adamas. Powder, Makaj. A heavy challenge there from Adamas. No call as they play on. Here comes Villagomez.
Like a rocket, this man.
Villagomez cuts in front. He gets fouled. A little bit disbelieving is Hudson Valley, and they're wondering where the foul was on the other side. Referee, though, giving an explanation, although Makaj not exactly pleased with it.
I mean, Makaj can say all he wants. Just don't get it to the point where they give you a yellow card, my guy.
There's always the magic words, as they say, for a yellow card, and Makaj did not say one of those words, so he will stay out of the book for now. A free kick from Morris Elite right on the edge of the attacking third. Villagomez over it. Will he go for a long shot here, or will he look for a back post cross on this one? Referee telling Villagomez to get going. He sends it in. It's a shot, and it's a one-hopper easily claimed by Ryan Wilson.
I sense the desperation in that shot, but you know what? Sometimes all about this game is just strategy, just finding which play is the best way to go. I guess he took too long on that one.
Well, sometimes it's honestly, sometimes it's just catching your opponent off guard too. So
yeah,
Villagomez just sitting there, and then whether he wanted that cross and that player was distracting him and keeping him from doing so, or whether he actually wanted to shoot there, we'll never know. But here come the Hudson Valley Hammers again on the counterattack.
But of course, you know that's kind of like in the short term. In the long term,
nice ball there to Powder. Strategy. Powder one-on-one with Pike, lays it across. Nice play there by Edgar Torres. That's another one that looked like it was heading over the screen back there.
I was holding my breath. It didn't go over.
I don't know who's parked on the street down there, but
that's actually me. So
that is you.
That is me. So if something were to happen, I don't know who I'm going to go to, but I'm going to be very angry.
We'll ask for a manager later.
Yeah.
As this one goes across to the top of the box all the way through. We'll have to get Vincenzo to. You'll have to bill him, I think. Because you didn't buy a ticket, so you're not covered under the warranty on that one. Here's the shot, top of the box. Almost a scissor kick there from Zilanka, but didn't get all of it and easily claimed by Velasquez.
Looks like Hudson Valley has some moves that they're showing out here today.
Tried to turn on the style for the opening goal. High pressure now from the Hammers, but they clear it out. Does Velasquez, and nicely done, keeping it in by Adamas. Luke Smith, 1-2, trying for Rebel, and a little miscommunication there, and a throw in for Hudson Valley.
As well as that ball could have gone to Rebel, while Jeff also, as I was seeing over here, was also calling for the ball. But, you know, communication, it is what it is at some points.
Yeah, sometimes you just don't see it. Sometimes you know that pass isn't available when you're on the ball, or sometimes it doesn't look like it's there.
Well, you know what? Since we're in the press box, we can kind of see everything. So I kind of saw that. I was like, you know what? He was calling for it.
Hindsight, or in this case, a bird's eye view, is 20/20. That's a turnover. Here comes Morris Elite. Nice play there by DeRossier. Tried to feed it through for Kaliko, but too much of a stretch for him, and it'll be turned back over. Morris Elite playing better here in the last 15 minutes or so, but Hudson Valley, you still have to say, is probably the team in more command here of this game. As they go wide to the 31 of Amana. They leave it across Makaj. Back to Johnson. Now it goes wide to Rojek. Intercepted there. Marsley back on the attack with Adamas. Lays it over the top, trying for Villagomez, but that one skips through and easily claimed by Ryan Wilson. This is Wyant. Makaj. Makaj, a recent graduate from Fordham in the Bronx. Played in 46 games for the Rams. 15 starts, had a goal and 6 assists in his career up there. From LaGrangeville, New York. He's had a couple of chances so far today. Here comes Morris Elite the other direction. Good ball forward for Adamas. Good ball forward again for Kaliko. Kaliko has options at the top of the box. Kaliko takes it himself. The shot easily saved by Wilson. And that's the striker's mentality. When you see a shot, take one, and sometimes you miss the pass. Good defensive play by DeRosier, but still going forward with it is Umana.
See, but he had that great play that he had. He also had 3 different attackers willing to help him out.
Exactly.
But you know what? That like you were saying, that striker's mentality. It's me. I got to take the ball. I want to be that person on the board. Just didn't go too well for him.
Makaj had a defensive stop there by DeRosier. That's a long ball across. Good switch to Powder. Samori Powder looks inside, lays it off. This is Guerra. You go Guerra.
Oh.
Tripped up. And they're going to call it a foul, but he's playing on. No, it's a foul against Guerra is what they're going to rule.
He just exploded out of nowhere, it looked like.
Where did
that come from?
I'm not sure if that was a handball, or they called him for a trip, or what that was. But
he was just on the floor in 1 second. Next thing you know, he was up, and he was up to the races.
Hudson Valley coach is a little bit perplexed by that decision, but staying in there on their benches for now.
I mean, you take a look at Guerrera. I mean, he had a little bit of an injury, or something happened to him that kind of got him a little bit perplexed there, and just these motives here just going a little bit over the top here.
Edgar Torres, Wild Jeff Filius. Wild Jeff battled for. He's sandwiched between 3 players, turns it over.
I mean, look how focused Wild Jeff is. Look at the concentration on the ball with him.
And forces the turnover to Luke Smith, but that one's turned back over to Makaj. This is Wyant.
I mean, look at that. Wild Jeff is impressing me so far. Against 3 guys, got out of that, was focused on the ball for 1 player.
Look out. Going across, Sri Lanka onside. Makaj cuts inside on the right foot. Lays it across to Guerra. The shot claimed nicely by Velasquez. And he'll hold on to that one. But no, Wild Jeff, he's been impressive the last couple of games.
Yeah.
He's got that determination. He's got good ability, too, on the inside when he's in traffic like that. It's where he really thrives.
He finds his way out. He's like somebody in a maze. He just finds it. He just finds that way.
I often get lost in mazes, but that's just me. Here's Villa Gomez. I was lost in one for 2 years once. I went from 7 to 9 very quickly. Oh. Here's Luke Smith. Villa Gomez. Laid inside to Rebel. Back to Villa Gomez. Rebel again. Luke Smith now on it.
They're playing a little bit of passing between them.
Trying to get through, but nothing there. Here comes Edgar Torres, the defender. He's got room, Edgar Torres. Lays it across the Rebel.
He's got room. He's got help.
Almost gets it to Wild Jeff, but Makaj intercepts. And back go the Hammers. 36 minutes, still scoreless here between Morris Elite and Hudson Valley. Long ball over the top. Looking to get to that one is Umana. Instead, it'll be Jordi Navio. Navio sends it upfield to Wild Jeff. Nice turn from Wild Jeff Filius. Instead, it ends up with Kaliko. Lays it back to DeRosier. Now Smith. You hear Donato Curci in the background telling his team to keep moving. It's a hot day. It's cooled off nicely now. Most of the field's in shadow, but a warm day today. It was peaked in the mid to high 80s here at Newark. Women's game under really, really tough conditions. They had a break for hydration in both halves. Not so here in the second game, as that's a foul against Wyant and a free kick for Morris Elite. And a little frustration from Ryan Hilliard, and he will get a talking to from our official out in the center. And that's that hand motion means last warning, otherwise it's a yellow card. And Torres going way further back than where the foul occurred. He wants to get some room and some chance to get a big hoof up the pitch on this.
Look, he either wants to get some room or exactly like I was going to say, he's just going to pass and make a play later on.
Yep, staying controlled.
Ooh.
Navio lays it back to Torres and decides to give it back to Velasquez. Velasquez leaves it for Pike. Pike under pressure. Sends it across field to Edgar Torres. Torres leaves it back again to Velasquez.
You could already see Makaj going on the ball like that. He was already speeding by the time Edgar already had the possession of the ball.
Well, I tell you what, it's admirable that Morris Lee's trying to pass the way out of the back, but they were outnumbered 3-5 there, and they're fortunate to not turn it over, as there's a foul. Wondering why they wasn't. No, is it going to be a foul? No, it's a foul against Hudson Valley, but Morris Lee still had possession. A little curious why there wasn't possession given there and advantage played, but Morris Lee gets the ball regardless. That pass turned over. Good play by Powder. Cutting inside. Zelanka. One-on-one with the keeper. Zelanka. Big save by Velasquez again.
I am telling you, this Velasquez kid is out of this world, man.
Alex Velasquez, who came in, he wasn't the guaranteed starter. He had to work for it.
Oh, he's working for it all right.
Wasn't given those opportunities in the first 2 games. He started against FA Euro, had 4 or 5 huge saves in that game, including 3 in the first half. He's made a couple here in the first half of this one.
Remarkable, that man.
Cleared away there from Morris Elite. And you could see Zelanka. He wanted to do better, though, with it as well. Hands to the head after that miss. Cleared up in the air by Torres.
A keeper like Velasquez who can make 4 or 5 saves a game if necessary, that's a goalie you want to keep in net.
That is a goalie that can steal you a match or 2. That is the key.
Yep.
Hudson Valley still in possession. They switch it over to Hilliard. Hilliard, the first half sub who came on for Eric Ramos. Inside they go. A nice little feed there to Amana, but that's deflected away. Still, though, sitting with Hudson Valley. This is the 19 of Lukovic. Tried to feed it inside. Intercepted by DeRossier. DeRossier shoved off the ball. No foul. They play on. Cross comes in, and nice, strong hands from Velasquez. He had a player crashing there for Hudson Valley to try to poke it home. That was Zelanka.
There's nothing I can do except give kudos to this man. He is just perfect as a goalkeeper, and what he's doing is just amazing for this team.
You can see why he's earned the starting nod. Rebel. Jordi Navio. Surrounded by 2 players. Still going is Navio. Eventually shoved off the ball. And here comes Hudson Valley. Zelanka on it. Faddles for it. Good defensive backtrack there from DeRossier. Tries a cute little 1-2. Makaj is on it. The right-footed shot. He tried to bend it around to the back post, but just goes wide. And a goal kick for Morris Elite.
Luckily, the foot positioning of Makaj went a little bit where it was supposed to go from the bending, right? That's normally from that kind of kick. It just went straight ahead and right into the post of the fence.
Didn't quite wrap his foot around the ball there to bend it into that back post, but another bit fortunate for Morris Elite in that one. Here comes Villagomez, though.
You could say he didn't bend it like Beckham.
No, he did not. That was straight ahead. That was like me.
Yeah.
Looking forward for Rebel, but too far ahead of him, and Ryan Wilson collects. If I tried a bending ball, I'd probably hurt myself and pull about 3 muscles. I'm a golfer. This is not what I do. Moving forward, this is Makaj.
That's not what you do, but you certainly know a lot.
Oh, I watch plenty of games.
Oh, yeah,
I just don't play any games.
Right.
Trust me, my hospital bills thank me. So they go up the line here. That pass a little bit wild. DeRossier, nice spin and turn by DeRossier. Lays it forward to Rebel. Rebel lays it down the line, trying to find Wild Jeff Filius. He battles there with Johnson. Filius and Johnson battling for it, and the physicality continues. A foul and a free kick for Hudson Valley, and it's going to be a yellow card to Wild Jeff Filius.
I mean, you could see the absolute just
frustration.
Right, frustration, hunger. He was fighting for that ball. He was fighting for that ball like it was the last soccer ball he was ever going to touch in his life.
Yep.
He put all his passion in that play, and it didn't serve him well.
But you also need to know when to stop.
Right.
That's the problem. Is passion is fine. Physicality
passion
to a point is fine.
To a certain extent, correct.
But when you cross the line, well, you'll have your name taken down. So Wild Jeff on a yellow card here.
We have to keep a lookout for that, because if Wild Jeff does anything that can get him in jeopardy of a red card, we certainly don't want that.
Well, the fact that he's a midfielder, not a defender, certainly will help that situation. Puts him in less danger of having to commit a foul or anything like that. But, again, keeping your mind set, keeping that frustration in check. Rebel and DeRossier, nice connection. Tries to lay it across to Villagomez and does. Villagomez almost loses his footing on the turf.
But he catches
and
himself.
Sends it wide to Navio.
Catches himself. I find that very impressive from Villagomez.
Wild Jeff. Rebel. Tries to go through 3 players. Intercepted and taken by Makaj. Sending it forward is Umana. Now Powder.
I mean, we're almost 43 minutes into this half, and this game is just as exciting as it was from the start.
Whoever says 0-0 is boring doesn't actually watch the game. They just read it in the paper. This has been a very good match.
Oh, yeah.
Some quality chances for both of them. There's a heavy challenge and a foul. Couple of challenges off the ball.
2 at once, really. Just 2 players from Morris Lee just fell down like dominoes, really.
And Villagomez got absolutely hip-checked.
He got knocked.
The Eastern Conference Finals were yesterday at Madison Square Garden, not today here at Newark. I hope playoff hockey will one day return to Newark, but that might take a little while. By the way, New York Rangers, how about them? Impressive in the Eastern Conference Finals. Up 2-0 against the Tampa Bay Lightning. All I'll say is go Western Conference. As they play this back to Velasquez. Across to Torres. And you see the dynamics of Morris Lee has changed, too. That first 10 minutes, they were very defensive posture.
Yeah.
Everyone back. Now they're more comfortable. They're putting more players into the midfield.
Exactly.
Here comes Rebel.
There was a little bit more of a defensive identity to Morris Lee at the beginning of the first half. Ever since, like, the 20th minute and on, they just went nuts on offense.
Almost finds Wild Jeff. Was Adamas. Good interception there by Smith. Villa Gomez tries to get it on his right foot. Villa Gomez looking, sends it across. Wild Jeff, he's onside. Great block. Tremendous block for Ryan Hilliard on a great look.
But we cannot forget that tremendous offensive play by Villa Gomez. Just passed it right to Wild Jeff at the last minute. But a great defense by Hudson Valley. Just can't ignore it, really.
Yeah, Hilliard, again, the sub, a little bit fresher. Does a great job there, but earns a corner, does Morris Elite. We look into the glare of our press box lens.
I will try to look
and the
at
camera.
I will try to look.
Cross coming in from the corner. Oh, back post, and Cormac tried a volley. He tried a worldie, but just missing it was the center back. And Powder now relieves the pressure for Hudson Valley. Looking to counterattack here in the last minute or so of the first half. They send it forward.
I understand you played at a high level at Fairfield, Cormac, but that was just not the right. That was just a bad play at that point.
That was a center back attempting something a forward would do. That's a shot off the post.
My gosh!
And a little bit of help from his friends, says Alex Velasquez, and hands on the head.
I think my heart just skipped the beat right now. Oh my gosh!
What a look again for Hudson Valley. And nearly again from Zelanka. He's been denied by Velasquez. He's been denied by the post. He doesn't know what he needs to do to score now.
I mean, it was it was literally the size of your thumb. It was that close.
Corner comes across.
That close.
It's out off of Morris Elite, according to the linesman. Adamas can't believe it. It's going to be another corner kick here as we're into stoppage time of the first half, still scoreless. One last chance. Maybe there's not going to be much stoppage time in this first half. Hudson Valley looking for a goal just before the break.
Maybe not a lot of stoppage time, but a good opportunity.
Cross. Another chance from Guerra, but claiming this one is Velasquez. And a chance to breathe for Morris Elite.
I think everybody, especially Morris Elite, can take a giant relief after that one.
And the first half comes to a close. Exciting on both ends, chances on both ends. Really, Hudson Valley, the better of the two teams, but still scoreless here at Frederick Douglass Field. We'll be back after this halftime break here on Morris Elite TV and Morris Sussex Sports. No score here between Morris Elite and Hudson Valley Hammers.
No score yet, really.
If you live in Andover, Blairstown, Byram, Frankfurt, Franklin, Frieden, Frelinghuysen, Greene, Hampton, Hardwick, Hope, Knowlton, Lafayette, Newton, Sparta, Stillwater, Sussex, and Wantage, Planet Networks is building high-speed fiber in your neighborhood. Visit getplanetfiber.com today to learn more.
Me in this game, we got big plans. Overcoming every challenge. And right now, that means getting by him. It means putting in the time to get faster, to get stronger. One thing is for certain, I will never be outworked.
enough?
Never.
All right.
Rich Latman, realtor with Keeneland Latman, Sotheby's International Realty, enjoys helping clients through the process of selling their home and finding their dream home. Whether you need more space, are a first-time home buyer, or ready to downsize, Rich can help. Rich is a National Association of Realtors Circle of Excellence Award winner and one of the top producers in his area. With Rich, you can always expect expert analysis, excellent service, and exceptional results. For all real estate in Morris and Somerset counties, contact Rich Latman at 908-839-8487 or by email at rlatman@klsir.com.
Sports medicine is the care of athletes, college athletes, professional athletes, amateur athletes, and we see a lot of weekend warriors.
At the Sports Medicine Center, we're up to date on all the latest techniques, both surgical and non-surgical treatment options for treating all sorts of injuries.
It's important to make the diagnosis, make it quickly, and start the ball rolling with the treatment.
If you can get an MRI done the same day of your injury, a lot of times that's going to help get that treatment started in the right direction instead of waiting 2-3 weeks.
I think reassurance, making the diagnosis, and coming up with a good plan for that particular athlete is a very good thing. It helps to get the folks back on track and limits how discouraged they can actually be from the injury.
Patient education is important. We want the patient to be part of the treatment plan, and having the patient have an understanding of what their injury is, what their treatment options are, it helps them to get back to the sport that they love.
We have doctors with all different specialties within sports medicine, state-of-the-art concussion care, regenerative medicine, and then of course we have our orthopedic surgeons. If something needs to be fixed, we can fix it, more than likely in a minimally invasive fashion.
With the arthroscopic and minimally invasive procedures, we're able to do much of this surgery inside the joint without having to damage any of the surrounding tissue. That allows an athlete to return to sports much quicker.
We're seeing excellent results with regenerative medicine. Ligament injuries that would normally have taken 6 to 8 weeks, now we're seeing 2 to 3 week recovery periods. It gives me great pleasure to be able to treat an athlete and see them succeed back on the field.
Sussex Meatpacking in Wharton, New Jersey is a family-owned and operated business specializing in USDA prime and choice meats, pork, poultry, lamb, veal, and many other store-made specialty items. They also have a fantastic deli, a wonderful market with all the freshest fruits, veggies, and pre-made meals, and they can cater any event, including your family holiday dinners, more delicious than you can on your own. Visit them at sussexmeat.com.
Oh.
Chairman's Elite Club Loan Officer Midge Vandelinda of Loan Depot is your go-to person for home loans, whether it's a new home mortgage or a refinance of your current home. And she specializes in renovations for those who want to add on and fix up. Because of her extensive knowledge of loan programs, problem-solving skills, and steadfast commitment to customer service, Midge ensures that each borrower receives superior guidance as they pursue one of the most personal investments of their lifetime. Reach out to her today at 973-202-0992 or mvandelinda@loandepot.com.
George J. Keller and Sons want your house to be the kind of home for all to see. Best roofing, windows, siding too. Great solar and gutters, we're here for you. Our seasoned pros are unsurpassed, so give a call, we'll take your task. Transform your home, that's what we do. So give a call, we're here for you. For roofing, siding, windows and solar, we do it all for you. George J. Keller and Sons. Your family-owned operation since 1980. Call for your free estimate.
Have you ever needed a day to relax during these stressful times? Well, then look no further than Modern Acupuncture. Modern Acupuncture will ensure your time there will not only be relaxing, but make you feel rejuvenated. Not only will your stay be comfortable, but safe as well. All staff at Modern Acupuncture practice safe social distancing guidelines and keep all equipment and rooms sanitized after each visit. Modern Acupuncture, making lives better.
Hi, I'm Rob Gusweiler. As the branch manager of our Parsippany location for North Point Bank, I can tell you emphatically that our customers continue to sing our praises. Our community values us as much as we at North Point value our team. Our goal is to always exceed our clients' expectations. If you're just zipping through life and need a helping hand with any of your home buying decisions, please give us a call today.
If you're not getting the most comfort out of your system, check this out. Like the rest of your neighbors, you want your home to be as comfortable and inviting as possible. It's no surprise with the winter storms around here, the demand for system repairs are way up, which means waiting around for a while for a technician to show up and having to be stuck feeling uncomfortable for a long time, which is why at ICS, we make sure to service your home quickly and efficiently so you can get back to feeling warm and comfortable again. So if you don't want to spend your winter freezing your butt off, visit our website. ICSHVAC.com.
At Planet Networks, our high-speed fiber is designed to be fast. Up to 300 times faster than cable, and up to 500 times faster than DSL. As fast as 10,000 megabits per second up and down, if you speak nerd. We're talking cheetah, bullet train, lightning strike, hummingbird, race car kind of fast. Planet Networks. So fast, it's worth the wait.
Choosing a college is a big, big, big deal. But I know I started right because CCM is in the top 2% of community colleges in the nation. And at County College of Morris, I get to choose from over 100 programs. Whether you're just out of high school, like me, exploring career options, like me, or seeking lifelong learning, like me, make CCM your choice, like me. Go big and visit ccm.edu and aspire to be you.
Hey, don't you just love it when Morris Sussex Sports broadcasts your games? Or do you prefer a silent, motion-detecting camera just following the movement on the court? Let's face it, the only real way to watch your favorite team is through Morris Sussex Sports' award-winning service that brings you play-by-play commentary, live instant replays, cool cinematic graphics, real-time scoreboard, fun fan engagement, and much, much more. Plus, all of our broadcasts are free to watch. Grandparents can easily pull it up on their smart TVs, and alumni can watch from all over the world. So, if you want to reserve us, have your games broadcasted the Morris Sussex Sports way, then just reach out to me, George Muha, at george@morrissussexsports.com, or call or text me at 973-713-5944.
Choosing a college is a big, big, big deal. But I know I started right because CCM is in the top 2% of community colleges in the nation. And at County College of Morris, I get to choose from over 100 programs. Whether you're just out of high school, like me, exploring career options,
Like me.
or seeking lifelong learning,
Like me.
make CCM your choice, like me. Go big and visit ccm.edu and aspire to be you.
Starting us off at number 5, here's Mendham's Liam Lloyd with the snipe past Morristown goalie Dylan Peck for his 10th goal of the year.
Daniel Leonard with great defense to steal the puck back, moving behind the goal to pass it back into the middle to Ryan Leonard with a first-time shot to make it 3-1 for Bernard's first whipping.
Coming in at number 3 is Par Regional's Dylan Zelinskis on a great individual effort, creating a breakaway opportunity for the goal as Par Regional breaks through for their first win of the season.
Morristown with the pressure on all of the Mendham players to give Harry Stetton an incredible breakaway to fake out the goalie, letting them know who the boss is to score the 4th goal for Morristown.
Finally at number 1, it's Pope John star Alana Robinson with the crossover against Sparta's Bryn McCurry and finishes with the smooth jumper. Let's take a look at that again, but in slow motion.
Back here for the start of the second half here at Frederick Douglass Field. No score between the Hudson Valley Hammers and Morris Elite. David Hassagen and Sebastian Bravo, who are now full on pizza. Thank you very much, Connor Donahue and et al. And the Shap Chatham for providing the food up here in the press box. We really much appreciate it.
Not gonna lie, that was a nice, decent slice.
Yeah, that was a good pie. That's a good pie, which is now almost gone. As a halftime sub, it appears, for Morris Elite.
A sub has come on, Mr. Pangrazi.
Alberto Pangrazi appears to be the player on,
Pangrazi,
as well as the, he's wearing the number 9, actually.
He's wearing number 9, the Fordham player from Lavis, Italy. He's a grad student, actually, during the 2021 season. Got 7 shots, 5 shots on goal, 1 goal, 1 assist in a couple of his games. And he's a transfer from Central Methodist, studying media management. So a little resume on him, you know.
And it looks
that's
like
that's what we do here.
And he replaces Alejandro Rabel. Comes off. This one is a shot from midfield to start the half from Sri Lanka. I mean, he's tried everything else and didn't score, so he might as well just go full force with it. And it looks like now an attacking 3 for Morris Elite, as it looks like he's gone up top with Villa Gomez and Calico on the wings. On the wings, not wings, wings. As DeRosier sits in the middle with Smith and Philia. So again, the sub at halftime, Pangrazi on for Rabel. And what was a pretty even first half, Sebastian, it must be said.
Yes, no, these two teams were heavily at throats with each other. Just contest after contest. No real clear, I guess you could say, leader of this match. There was no one team that really, you could say, had it.
Hudson Valley had a couple better chances. They had a couple shots on goal at the end of the half, but nothing crossed the line. But Morrisley had their opportunities, just that finish again, just not quite there yet in the first half. As a quick throw in from Samori Powder. He's had a good game. Sri Lanka on it again. Sri Lanka gets back to his left foot, tries to cut back, instead crosses it. And it's a nice defensive header there from Navio back to Velasquez, who claims. Interesting to see what the third striker will do. It's a pretty even height battle, actually, between him and Sebastian Rojek. It looks like he's going to be keeping an almost one-on-one matchup there. And it's almost been a back 3 since Hilliard came on for Ramos for Hudson Valley. Hilliard kind of sliding back from time to time, but he's been the one that's been most likely to get into the attack. As Adamas plays it back to Pike, and now to Rossier. Adamas again. Looks forward, good ball ahead. Good chip from Calico. Calico pressuring on Rojek, almost forces the turnover, as does Pangrazi. And this one pops up in the air. Rossier wins the header. That's no handball, according to the referee. Certainly looked like the arm was out. Did catch part of the body as well, though, did Matt Wyant. And now Hudson Valley will come across. Here comes across to Guerra.
I mean, we saw, but you know what? At the end of the day, it's the ref's call.
Guerra with a cross ahead. Good clearance by Pike, not all the way. A shot through traffic goes just wide from Umana. And I'll tell you what, if that goal goes in, Coach Kirchie and the coaching staff of Morris Elite will not be pleased, and they still aren't with that decision. It did hit arm. It also hit body, but the arm was away from the body a little bit. So most of the time you'd see that's a handball. You can see why it isn't. But, again, if you're wearing Morris Elite colored glasses, that was a handball. If you're wearing Hudson Valley glasses, nope, that's absolutely fine.
I didn't know there was a brand called Hudson Valley Hammers.
Yeah, Hudson Valley Hammer glasses. I mean, you got to merchandise somehow, don't you?
Oh.
That's all we need, Morris Elite shades.
Oh.
That's all I'm saying.
You know,
Morris Elite shades. It's a long ball over the top. Looking to get on that as well, Jeff, and Kaliko. Instead it falls for Magrazi with a shot, and that took, I believe, a deflection. Otherwise, that is a wild shot.
I'm telling you, you want some Morris Elite. You want some Morris Elite shades. Those shades are going to be elite right there.
And that actually was just a wild shot from Magrazi. It came off, I think, his knee as well as his foot, and went skewing out for a throw-in.
You can see
that throw-in, though, intercepted by Adamas.
You can already see number 4, Cormac Pike, already anxious for the ball as he's driving up the field.
As here comes Hudson Valley. Let's go through the rest of the benches. Both teams have made a sub, with Ramos and Rebel coming off for each team. For Morris Elite, Ayub Ahmed, the backup goalkeeper, Francis Petit, Marvin Munoz, Aiden Cardella, Zach Golden, and Asembo Augo on the bench. For the hosts, for the visitors, the backup goalkeeper, Asir Vegas, Jacob Owen, Justin Rodriguez, Jordan Feen, David Hinu, and Eduardo Godinez on the bench for Hudson Valley. As sending that across and controlling it via Gomez from DeRossier. That pass from Smith is intercepted. He tries to get it back, but loses out to Guerra. Some frustration from Villa Gomez. That's a hard challenge from DeRossier, but no call. All right, shoulder to shoulder according to the referee. Here comes Cormac Pike.
Like you said before, as long as the ref's consistent,
yep,
you know, then the call just
Villa
may not be a call.
Villa Gomez switches field. Wild Jeff. Oh, wait, he let it come to him. Instead of the other way around. Another collision. Player down for Hudson Valley. We're going to play on.
Just keep going.
Play on. Again, it's up to the referee to blow the whistle. So the player is now getting up to his feet, and we're going to continue. Samori Powder lays it inside. Trying to lay it forward. Good play by Cormac. Back to Edgar Torres. Torres has been a nice combination in that back line with Cormac Pike. Similar players. They're aggressive as center backs. They don't let the game come to them. Nice touch there from Adamas. Villa Gomez looks for help. Sends it cross field, looking for Wild Jeff. Intercepted nicely by Hilliard. They come together again. That's been a battle all in the first half that got Wild Jeff Villiers a yellow card. He's got to be careful. Cormac. Pike lays it across to Adamas. Inside. Smith shoves the referee, who then gets clattered over. We play on. Luke Smith. I'm sure the referee laughing it off, it must be said, taking it in good humor. She just got, I mean, this is the problem with being a referee. Sometimes you get in the firing line, and she got shoved by one and ran into the other. Good overlap play there from Navio. Jordy Navio inside Kaliko. Nice defensive play over the bar. Well done, Sebastian Rojek.
Really? I did a good job? Thank you.
Not you, Sebastian. That's Sebastian. Nicely done. You've done well today, but that was a great play, a great cross from Jordy Navio, and Kaliko almost gets it. A player down for the Hudson Valley Hammers here, and he'll be attended to.
I mean, you looked at the roster. I saw my name. I'm like, that's a really great coincidence.
That's a good yeah, you always like it when you see your own name, but we'll see who that is down for Hudson Valley. Again, we want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank Jag 1 Physical Therapy, the Shop Chatham, and Alfred Sports Shop for their support of Morris Elite SC.
Especially want to thank the shop for that delicious pizza we just had earlier.
Absolutely. The player is up for Hudson Valley. Good crowd again here that stuck around for the men's game here, the part of the doubleheader. The women with a dominant 4-0 win, and I'm not sure who that is for Hudson Valley, but they are not moving their arm.
I believe somebody on Morris Elite is stretching.
Yeah, we have a player stretching for Morris Elite. Again, you have a chance for cramp here, but a player coming off here. We'll see who that is. And then, we don't want to speculate on what that injury could be, but we'll see if that's an injury that will keep him out of the match. It looks like a substitution will be coming on as Justin Rodriguez will come onto the field, I believe. Looks like a double sub, actually, for Hudson Valley. Again, we're not sure who that was that came off injured.
It will be Justin Rodriguez coming in.
And the 22 of
Devin Hugh. Hugh.
Hinue,
sorry.
As coming off is the number 19 of Lukovic. And again, we'll try to figure out who that player was that came off injured. As the cross comes in, trying to get there to Rossier. Back in from Pike. Back post. Header down. Wide open goal, and DeRossier shanks it. And a goal kick as the goalkeeper, Wilson, got collected in it. He gets hit in the head, and he's wondering where that foul was. So we know again that Lukovic is off for Justin Rodriguez. And we'll try to figure out who that second substitution is. It's David Hune. Again, we apologize if that's incorrect. Late addition to the roster. Didn't have a pronunciation for him. As this one is sent across, and I think actually it was the substitute Ryan Hilliard who had to come off. In fact, it was. And so the substitute gets substituted off, and that is never what you want to see. So 2 players injured in the same position for Hudson Valley. And that's where your depth gets tested here. This is Victor Villagomez with some speed. Villagomez still going. Villagomez 3-on-2 for Morris Elite if they hurry. Villagomez goes left. Calico, still Calico. Oh, good defensive play. Looking for a handball, Morris Elite, but half-hearted. Adamas intercepts, trying to get it back to Calico. He's taken down and a foul and a free kick for Morris Elite. Has to be said, good backtracking defense from Hudson Valley, but that's a great opportunity for Morris Elite squandered, but at least they get a free kick out of it.
I mean, Nicolico, my question is, what was going on through your head? You had a great shot right there. You had a great opportunity. You had a wide open goal. You could have just kicked it, but you came back, centered it, tried to look for another opportunity. Just didn't work out.
Yep, and that, again, sometimes it gets caught up in your feet. You're trying to get it out of there, and just so hard to make that work.
Right, but it was a great opportunity.
Great look, but
I can't stress that enough.
But still a free kick chance here. As Morris Elite will try to get that first goal. The cross in, headed down. Another shot from the middle of the box and over the top from Wild Jeff Filius. The opportunities starting to present themselves more and more, though, here in the second half of Morris Elite. But again, the finishing not quite clinical enough just yet. So we're in the 56th minute, but you can hear Coach Donato Curci encouraging his boys. He's happy with what he's seeing. The question is, are more substitutions on the way? 4-1-2-3 that is now playing. As this one is sent over the top. Good ball. Looking for Umana. Nice play there from Edgar Torres. Torres collects it. That pass did not go over the line according to the officials. Hudson Valley certainly thought so. And now here goes Villagomez. Villagomez has options. Victor Villagomez cuts to the line. The shot deflected. Does not go over. Luke Smith is there. Smith looks for an option. Gives it to Adamas on the overlap. Adamas sends the cross in, easily claimed, though, by Wilson. Another good opportunity for Morris Elite. Last-ditch defending from Hudson Valley Hammers, and they survive again.
We can't stress that enough. That Villagomez has quick feet. My goodness.
One of the smallest players on the field, but he has absolute rockets on the back of his heels. But a foul, no call there, and here come Hudson Valley 3-on-3. A chance for them to strike first. Laying it off, the chance, sending it across. Nice play there by Torres. And it's out for a throw-in. And some end-to-end stuff here. Our producer quick on the switches to keep us in control. But my goodness, chances both ways. No one seems to find the back of the twine. The women's team took all the good mojo with them.
Oh, my goodness. You can say that again.
As that one is out for another Hudson Valley throw-in. The women's team, the first half of this doubleheader, a 4-0 win over Westchester Flames. And if it wasn't for some tremendous goalkeeping by the visitors, could have easily been 7 or 8-0 in that contest. 4 different goal scorers from the top of the Metropolitan Division. Good defensive header by Adamas. Powder gets on it, lays it back to Rojek. now to Makaj. Back out to Powder. Goes to the end line. The cross comes in. Headed across, and it's wide. And the frustration continues, but it's a corner given. Morris Elite thought it was a goal kick. It is not. That's going up there was Rozek.
Cormac Pike is livid, just moving his hands every which way.
Pike just getting his defense organized. He's trying to keep them in control as Hudson Valley is now getting a good look here, one of their best of the second half. Getting ready for the corner. Referee tells him he's ready to go. A yellow card for someone. Someone's being written down the book. We're not sure who that was. We might have to go downstairs to check that one out. And some more discussion down below. The fourth official talking to Coach Kirchie and his staff. It actually looks like the staff down there. And again, we'll see who that yellow card was on, whether that was on a player or someone on the bench, which is a possibility. Corner kick whipped in, back post, the header down, and point blank save by Velasquez. He continues his outstanding play. Smith. Luke Smith lays it ahead. Pangrazi. Smith again. Gets a little fortunate there as it goes back to Navio. And we've gone to the fourth official, and the fourth official doesn't know who got the yellow card, so that'll be a mystery unless someone gets the second yellow. Coming forward is Pike. Pike with a long ball over the top, looking for either Kaliko or Adamas. Getting there first is Rozek. Rozek harassed by Kaliko. Still Rozek. Kaliko takes it. Sends it across. Almost found Pangrazi, just not tall enough on the cross. Still there, though. DeRossier. Villa Gomez loses out to Umana. Umana sends it forward. This is the 32 of Justin Rodriguez. Back to Umana. Looks for an option. Just sends it into the box, but that's an easy catch for Velasquez. So again, a yellow card was shown. We don't know who it was. The coaching staff doesn't know who it was. And unfortunately, most importantly, the fourth official doesn't know who it was. So eventually we'll try to figure out who that yellow card was on. I think it was someone on Morris Elite. The question is whom? Some of us think maybe it's a Hudson Valley yellow card. A yellow card was shown. Maybe I got the yellow card. I don't know.
No.
This one's over the top for Velasquez. Maybe a yellow card on our PA announcer Connor for taking 2 slices of pizza. We don't know.
Oh, yeah.
we just don't know. Anything is possible at the moment.
Hey, you know what? Maybe a maybe a yellow card for every pizza slice. She should have a red card by now.
We do appreciate Connor and the shop Chatham for bringing us the food up here in the press box.
Yes.
As this one goes over the top. Nice interception by Sam Johnson. Down to the floor, though, goes Rozek. As the physicality is starting to pick up here in this contest. Laid to the inside. A good ball forward. They look for Samori Powder. Powder will get on this one-on-one with Adamas. Powder deflected off Adamas, ends up with Guerra. Hugo Guerra, top of the box. Good clearance there by Torres. Still there for Hudson Valley, though. Sri-Lanka cuts back. Good play again from Torres. Navio tries to clear, and now he does. Well, Jeff Filius on it now. Good defending there from the native of Spain. Over the top, Kaliko clips at the heels, and yes, that is a foul. And a free kick for Hudson Valley. Good individual effort again by Edgar Torres and Jordi Navio from Villarana, Spain. Another player just up the hill at NJIT, the transfer from Erskine College. It's been a good addition to this back line. He's battled for it now, though. The cross comes in. Another good play from Torres. The Texan continues to impress as well at center back. Pangrazi on it now. 62nd minute, still scoreless between Hudson Valley and Morris Elite.
In those past 2 plays right there, you can see how well Morris Elite is adapting to Hudson Valley's offense. You can see they're moving in, but just Morris Elite's getting that read and getting it well and just capitalizing on that defense.
More bodies in the box for sure for Morris Elite. That's a definite. As here comes Makaj. Still attacking ascendancy are Hudson Valley. They've had a good chunk of the possession. They've had better opportunities. But Morris Elite has been threatening as well. As coming through is Wyant. He wanted a foul. Play on. This is Umana. Lays it back across to Sam Johnson. Lays it across this time. Cutting back on it and then sending it in. Zilanka is there, heads it down. Makaj, save again! Alex Velasquez, are you kidding me?
This man just keeps proving himself to Donato Kirkuchi that this is the place he needs to be.
Cross comes in early on the corner kick. Still there for Hudson Valley. If not for Alex Velasquez, this game is probably at least 2-0 to Hudson Valley. He's been outstanding again. The native of Newton. Someone signed this man. Well, we've signed him, but someone signed him later on because he's earned it.
Someone on a professional team signed him.
There's more and more teams that are popping up in USL League One in the next few years. I have a feeling he might make a depth chart somewhere if he keeps playing like this. What a job Alex Velasquez has done.
At this point at the end of the season, he'll have like record-saving numbers.
Oh, absolutely. Well, there was so many goalkeepers part of last year's team from Morris Lee. I think they had 4 different goalkeepers play in matches. That save record is definitely set to be taken. As here comes Cormac Pike into the attack now.
There you go.
Cormac Pike goes down the wing looking for Villagomez. The pass a little bit off, and now Pike has to get back. Powder on the ball. Powder lays it into the middle.
Cormac is just a definition of determination. He's just running to every ball like it's the last one.
He doesn't have two defenders, though, don't have that many sprints in them as forwards do.
Right.
He's got to be careful. This is Powder on the inside. Makaj goes wide. Finds there the number 9 of Guerra. Down low. Trying to get on this one, Rodriguez. Sends it across. Intercepted by Pike. Calm on the ball and lives it to Smith. This is Victor Villagomez. Still waiting on the first substitution in the half. We had one at halftime for Morris Elite. Might be time for some fresh legs from Coach Kirchi. Pangrazi. Smith lays it across. Villagomez. Villagomez inside. Pangrazi. Pangrazi takes the shot himself. Nice save by Wilson. It's a good rip there from Pangrazi. But a good denial from the goalkeeper, Ryan Wilson. 65th minute, scoreless here. And again, if you're enjoying our coverage here, don't forget to subscribe to Morris Elite TV and the Morris Sussex Sports YouTube channel. Don't miss a single minute of the action from the USL League 2 and the USLW League all season long.
Also, don't forget to hit the like button.
The notification bell when you know when we go live.
Yep. The classic YouTube thing.
I think we should have those signs popping up on the screen.
Oh my God! We should have the little bing.
Here comes Pangrazi. Tries to lay it forward. That pass though behind Kaliko. Kaliko has had a good game today. He's had his opportunities, just a little bit unlucky. Hasn't quite fallen for him, and that's the life of a striker. Sometimes you get the break, sometimes you don't. Powder gets over Villagomez. Find its way to Guerra. Guerra, the cross in. He had time. Cormac Pike collects, sends it over the top and back into the midfield. Kaliko wins the header forward. Getting it first, though, is Rojek. And now Sam Johnson. Johnson on the ball, lays it across. Inoue. Goes to Makaj. Lays it across for Powder. Powder. One-on-one with Adamas. Powder cuts inside, has it poked away, still keeps possession. Powder, still on it, Powder. Nicely done there from Luke Smith. Coach Kirchi telling his team to send it the other way. They aren't listening. Almost turned over, and it does turn over. A chance now. Powder on it again. A miscommunication there, though, with Rodriguez. Powder still on it. Lays it across. Makaj hits that volley and back for a goal kick. Again, who said 0-0 is not exciting, eh? It certainly has been that.
Make sure to add a 7 at the end of that.
As another goal kick here. And again, we're waiting on subs for Morris Elite, but no one's even warming up that we can see down the sideline. So this group is all set to go. And apparently it was the number 4 of Cormac Pike. And yes, we have confirmation finally. That yellow card was for Cormac Pike. That was about 8 or 9 minutes ago. So it took that long to finally relay that to us. As there's a foul on the edge of the box, the delayed whistle, and a foul against Morris Elite and a free kick for Hudson Valley in a very tough position. So again, Cormac Pike getting his yellow. Second player on the field for Morris Elite with a yellow card. Him and Wild Jeff Phileas now on yellows. And again, that yellow card was about 8 minutes ago, but no one had a clue. It was a yellow card literally in a bunch of 9 or 10 people from both teams. Nobody knew, including the fourth official, who, like most of us, is in the dark over on the sideline. It must be said. This is not the Premier League where they all have radios in their ears. So we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But this is a dangerous situation here for Hudson Valley Hammers.
Of course, yes. They're about 25, 30 yards away from the goal. They could find something very, very well to do in this free kick.
5 in the wall. Sri Lanka and Wyant over it. It's Sri Lanka, the shot, he scores! There's the breakthrough. Nicholas Sri Lanka from the free kick in the 69th minute gives Hudson Valley the lead.
The UMass sophomore just found a way right through that wall in that gap and just found that ball back in the net.
And another yellow card given to Alex Velasquez. Must not have been happy with that free kick, and you can tell Donato Curci isn't either. But it's a yellow card to Velasquez on top of the goal allowed, and it's 1-0 to the visitors as Nick Sri Lanka has scored. And we'll figure out second goal of the season for Sri Lanka. As now the referee is going to go over and talk with the linesman. There might be more yellow cards coming here. Again, Velasquez just got one for dissent after the goal. And now the linesman has obviously heard or seen something. Donato Curci wants an explanation and got a brief one, but now the game restarts. So the second goal of the year from Nicholas Sri Lanka, the Wallington native, has given Hudson Valley the lead here. And now we'll see how Morris Elite adjusts. A couple players are now warming up for the boys in red. As that header is out for a Hudson Valley throw-in. And now the biggest thing for Morris Elite, not to lose your composure now. Because, yes, you've allowed the goal. You're obviously upset with how this game has been called in some ways. You've got 3 yellow cards on your team now.
Yep.
It's so easy now to just collapse and allow a second and a third, but here comes DeRosier.
Like you were saying, that's a key part of that argument right there. You have 3 yellow cards. 3. That's a very, very scary number.
And they're all on the field still. That's the even scarier part.
Right.
As here comes Luke Smith. Morris Elite, though, trying to keep their possession. Smith lays across the Taurus.
Any of those 3 players that have yellow cards happen to lose their composure in one of the worst situations that they possibly imagine, this will just fall apart for Morris Elite.
Well, here they come, though, on the attack. Kaliko on the overlap. He's got options in the middle. That pass, though, is too low and intercepted nicely by Matt Wyant. Sends it upfield to the goal scorer, Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka plays it forward, looking for Makaj. Too far, and Pike will get there, but we shouldn't be surprised that Sri Lanka was on the scoreboard. He had 2 opportunities in the first half. One that was absolutely robbed by Velasquez, one off the post. He did everything except score in the first half, and you give him an opportunity with no defenders coming at him. Well, guess what he did? He put it in the back of the net, and again, had a goal last year at UMass, but his high school career, 116 of them, along with 104 assists for Wallington High. So we should not be surprised with that career that he can put the ball in the back of the net. As one of our other producers and co-commentators at Morris Sussex Sports, Sean Brederick, likes to say, goal scorers score goals. They find a way no matter what's happened to them. And Sri Lanka certainly has done that. Plenty of time, though, for Morris Elite. Still another 19 minutes plus stoppage time to go here. So by no means is this game gone.
No.
Last year, the first goal was so critical for Morris Elite. I'm trying to remember a game where they allowed the first goal and actually came back and got a point out of the match. But this is a different group for the most part. Only a few players remain. And now the question is, can Coach Curci get his boys not ready to go? As it looks like, I believe it's the number 14. That would be Zach Golden. He's getting ready to come on here. Or is it Aiden Cardella? Never mind, Aiden Cardella. Numbers switching around on a daily basis. But that, again, not official, and things can change with an injury or a goal or whatever. So
Again, this is soccer. Things change like
as
crazy.
Kaliko was thrown to the turf, and now they call the foul. And Coach Kurchi hoping, yes, just blow the whistle, ref. That's all we're asking you to do. Blow the whistle a little bit quicker. And again, Cardella warming up on the sideline over there and warming up with a little more ferocity as we get ready to go. Again, only one substitution has been made, and that was made at halftime. So there's plenty of options and plenty of substitutions left that can be made by Coach Kurchi. Here comes Morris Elite the other way, though. Adamas inside. Kaliko. Kaliko with a shot. That gets blocked. Coach Kurchi asking for more movement. Villa Gomez. He's been the catalyst. Inside. Trying to lay it off, and Villa Gomez gets taken out at the knees. No call from the official. Instead, it's just a throw-in.
Now, could this incoming sub Cardella be a game? Could he be a key piece to this new offense?
He's got a goal in this level before.
He's got to do something here. I mean, they're down 0-1. He's got to do something in this game to put them back on top.
Looks like it could be a double substitution coming too. It looks like it might be number 17 is Asembo Augo, also warming up on the sideline, getting ready to go. Intercepted by De Rossier. Nothing yet. Adamas inside. Villa Gomez. Villa Gomez looks for a pass. It's intercepted nicely by Wyant, and that's a foul on Villa Gomez and a free kick for Hudson Valley. It says Wyant is down. Looked like his teammate almost shoved him down to stay down a little longer as he's now up. Wyant of the bright orange boots. I always feel like a player's cleats always are almost like a sign of their personality. You know what I mean? You know, orange, you're a little bit more fiery. The blue boots sometimes that you see. If you've got the black boots, by the way, that's the sign of a true footballer in every sense of the word. The classic look. As this one's sent forward by Wilson. A lot of white boots out there actually today.
Yeah.
Cleared up in the air, but not all the way out by Torres. Going up and winning that header to Rossier, but not very long. Zilanka on it again. Laying it across, and Lanka returns it, this time to the 32 of Rodriguez. Hudson Valley looking to extend this lead in what has been a tightly contested match. You can't say that it's been one-sided here. The cross sent in over everybody. Getting on it is Adamas. He sends it forward, lofting it ahead for Kaliko. Doesn't quite fit there, but Pangrazi will get on it. Tries to send it over the top. Great defensive header by Wyant. Pangrazi keeps it going, though. Kaliko hooks it over the top. Looks for De Rossier. Nice play by Rozek. The defensive plays out of desperation are coming here from Hudson Valley, but they kick forward again. Zilanka already has one. Looks for a second. That shot is blocked. Oh, nope. Offside, apparently. And it is an offside, and Coach Kurchi, despite getting the benefit of that call, not pleased on the sideline.
No.
As they get ready to go here, still no substitutions have happened for Morris Elite since halftime. We're in the 76th minute. Actually, neither team has really gone to the bench too much. We had the 2 forced substitutions for Hudson Hammers. Had the 1 substitution that came on with it. Nice play by De Rossier with a spin off Macaj. Victor Villa Gomez. Villa Gomez, now to Adamas. Villa Gomez again. Inside to Luke Smith. Villa Gomez. Oh, that pass is not on target. Intercepted. Here comes Guerra. Here comes Guerra. Tracked by De Rossier. Guerra lays inside to Macaj. Macaj goes outside looking for Powder. He'll get it before the end line. Powder. Powder looks for an option. Just calmly lays it back to Guerra. Guerra. Crosses it, goes all the way through. Will anyone get over there? Yes. Kept in on the sideline, lays it back over. Macaj tries for a 1-2 with Guerra. He chips the keeper, but it's got too much spin and it goes wide. Cormac Pike lays it across up for Villa Gomez. He has himself pickpocketed. De Rossier lays it across to Adames. Villa Gomez is on the turf, and he does not look to be in good shape. Kaliko stays on, but now they blow the whistle. with advantage on, and they're going to call in for the injury. And the bench for Morris Elite furious, even though it's their player down and needing treatment. It's Victor Villagomez. And if looks could kill, Donato Kurchin could be doing 20 to 25 to life. Not looking happy down there on the sideline.
Oh.
And a bit of frustration, but Victor Villagomez looked like it's just a cramp, thankfully. Looks like he's getting stretched out there.
Looks like we're having a little, the U.S. League 2 versions of a hydration break.
Yeah, real quick one here. No hydration break for the men, just cool enough, but
just,
looks like this will be the end of the day for Victor Villagomez. He's put in a good shift. He just has been unlucky today. As it looks like that substitution will now take place as Aiden Cardella. The Coastal Carolina Chanticleer gets ready to come on here. And he will come on. Victor Villagomez's day is done. Again, a good shift from Victor, but just nothing to show for it today and a little bit unlucky. As Aiden Cardella will come in and almost an attacking four now with Kaliko and Pankrazi up top. Wild Jeff and Cardella playing in that attacking roles on the wings. Morris Elite certainly throwing almost a four, looks like almost a 4-2-4 that they are throwing at them now with Navio and Adamas playing way up in advanced roles. Nice play by Smith. Luke Smith has a lot of room to Navio. Good ball. Here comes Navio. Navio looks for an option. Lays it back to Smith. Back to Navio. Still being trapped on the sideline. Nice job by Navio. Lays it into DeRossier. DeRossier. Pangrazi. Nice interception. Good step up there by Rojek. He's had a good day in the back line. DeRossier goes over the header. No foul. Advantage is being played. Here comes Hugo Guerra. Guerra cuts inside the left foot, takes a shot. Easily collected and saved by Velasquez. Lays it out quickly to Jose Adamas. Into the 80th minute now. Still 1-0 Hudson Valley Hammers on a goal from Zilanka. Long ball to the top, a little too high for Aiden Cardella. The native of Middletown, part of the Morris Elite Academy team last year in the Academy League. Made 2 appearances for USL League 2 and scored that critical goal, the first goal for Morris Elite in the Morris County Derby against FC Motown. The deciding goal in that match. Looking to extract a little bit of magic in the last 10 minutes of this game as there's a foul. And that's Wild Jeff. He's got to be careful. He's on a yellow.
Uh-oh.
Referee will let that go, though, most of the time when they know a player's on a caution. Now the question is, who will be the next sub and when will it happen for Morris Elite? Still on the bench, Fransley Petit, Marvin Munoz, Zach Golden, and Asembo Augo. Cormac Pike sending Pankrasi forward, who was trying to help in defense. Like, no, you go up that way. When we win this ball, we're sending it to you. Cormac Pike, one of 3 players with a yellow card for Morris Elite, as Hudson Valley will just keep it simple with Makaj. Long ball over the top. Fune goes all the way over, and that will be a goal kick. Thomas wanted to play on, but instead, Morris Elite will still get possession. As Velasquez puts it back in play. Velasquez also in a yellow. Velasquez, Pike, and Filius all on yellow cards. No yellows handed out to Hudson Valley. This is Navio. Edgar Torres. Torres sends a long ball over the top. He's looking for Kaliko. Kaliko trying to battle for it. Headed up in the air by Rojek. Rojek collects. Nicely done by Rojek. But he loses it on the end, on the sideline. The cross comes in, looking for Cardella. Nice play there by Wilson. Brave goalkeeping from Ryan Wilson. And a chance coming forward, taking out an advantage played as Umana was taken out. And picked up by Velasquez. Now Hudson Valley wonders why there isn't a card or a stoppage. And now they will stop it. And it's a yellow card and a second yellow for Cormac Pike. Cormac Pike is sent off. And Velasquez has to be careful. He's also on the yellow. He's got to get away from there. And we apologize for anything you're picking up on our microphones. As Cormac Pike has been sent off, and that was not the initial foul. And so Cormac Pike, the captain, sent off. I'm not sure if another yellow card was shown there. I think it was just a foul. That, if it's anything, I think it's on DeRosier if there was a foul for that. And now some pushing and shoving as Makaj gets involved. Another yellow card. This one to the number 11 of Kaliko. Is Makaj going to get one? It's a yellow card for Kaliko. And it does not appear that a yellow card was given to Makaj. They were both in each other's faces.
This is just chaos in the making right now.
This is a game that is quickly falling out of control as there's more pushing and shoving. Phileas now going at it with Umana. Oh, my goodness.
This has just turned into complete pandemonium right now.
It's been a game that has been physical. It's had a lot of emotion to it.
Yes.
But there is a lot of frustration right now, and a lot of it is from one direction.
Apparently, there was a need to escalate this into a physical matchup. I did not know we were in a boxing match.
It's something, and now it looks like another yellow card might be happening. The card's coming out again, I think.
This game is just full of yellow cards. I'm seeing yellow everywhere.
Well, the question is, what is next?
Reds.
Well, we've already had one of those. And
Maybe just a couple more.
And it's just a
We'll
drop
just add
ball.
to that. We'll just add to that.
As Luke Smith will take it, and I guess we're going to forget about the initial foul that caused all of that, and we're going to continue. Morris Elite down to 10 men. Cormac Pike sent off with a second yellow card. Not a straight red. That's important to note, so he will be out for one match. He will be out for the game scheduled for Wednesday against FC Motown. But the question is, now again, this is something where we have to delve into the league rules, because the match against FC Motown did start last Wednesday. Cormac Pike was in the starting 11 for that match. So if it's a continuation, he might be able to play. If it's ruled as a restart of a new game, he would be suspended for that match. And that is the red tape that we will leave to league officials as we lay it inside. Coming forward with it now, looking for extra goals are Hudson Valley, but they can keep it calm. And here comes Makaj.
See, one advantage Hudson Valley has now with Morris Elite being down 10 players, you have an advantage of one player.
Well,
you have a lot more to do now. You can do a lot more plays now that you have a one-player advantage over the other.
And I tell you what, I would not want to be the person that gets in the way of Coach Donato Curci at the end of this match. There's another foul on DeRosier this time, and a free kick again for Hudson Valley.
This is just incidental. This is incident upon incident.
And again, there's physicality and there's emotion from everybody. Both teams are guilty of it, but right now, it's got to be said, a lot of it has gone against Morris Elite in terms of yellow cards, in terms of fouls.
We had a send-off.
We have one player sent off. And again, you don't want to frame this in a favoritive tense, but it's just how the game has gone.
Right.
There's no other way to put it that Morris Elite has received now, I believe,
3?
Is it 4 or 5? It's 5 yellow cards.
Okay.
One sending off to Cormac Pike, Velasquez, Wild Jeff, and Kaliko all with yellows as well. As that's a high free kick, didn't miss by much on that one. And Velasquez will collect as we're into the 87th minute. 1-0 Hudson Valley.
There will be a substitution here for Morris Elite.
And it is the number 8 of Marvin Munoz who will come into the game, and Murdy Kaliko will come off. Again, another good shift from Murdy Kaliko, but just no luck in front of net as Marvin Munoz.
No luck officially, really. One yellow card, that's already enough to send you over the border here.
Yeah, well, he had himself a good game. He had his opportunities. Again, that just sometimes happens in the day of a striker. Sometimes you take those opportunities and they fall for you. Sometimes they just don't. Players get in the way. Good defensive play, it has to be said, for Hudson Valley. Defensively, they've done well today. They've gotten a lot of block shots.
Yeah.
As here comes Morris Elite. Luke Smith lays it ahead.
There should be a documentary called Day of a Striker.
Probably is one somewhere.
Maybe.
Battling for it there is Pancrazi. He lets it go out. It's a throw-in for Morris Elite in the 88th minute. Still time here for the host to try to get something out of this match. Stranger things have happened. Here's De Rossier, now back in more of a defensive role. Munoz, his first touch, back to De Rossier. Spins on it. Munoz sends it across, gets all the way to Jordi Navio. Navio cuts inside. Back to Smith. Smith looks for an option. Hudson Valley just bunkering now, trying to get a point. That back pass, though, to no one from Munoz. Interception from Wyant. They now play it forward. This is Guerra. Turns on it, battles with Munoz. Good job by Guerra keeping possession and lays it back. Calm and collected now, Hudson Valley, looking for their second win of the season. Trying to get back in the win column and jump out of this tie with Morris Elite. Both teams with 3 points entering this match. 89th minute, we don't know how much stoppage time we have. We do not have a board that is visible to us. So the question is, how much time will the referee give this game? Because there have been a lot of stoppages in the second half. You could easily be seeing 4, maybe 5 minutes here. Over the top, looking for Powder. De Rossier, nice calm play, gives it to Cardella. Cardella, with a strong pass, was looking for someone, and Munoz is going to be the first to it. Pressuring Rojek, who calmly takes it and sends it away. That pass finds its mark, and it was Wyant. Nice play from Hudson Valley. Here they come in the attack. Guerra, good ball forward for Sri Lanka. He's on a goal already. Sri Lanka cuts back on his left foot, lays it across to Powder. Powder, saved by Velasquez. Still there. Velasquez keeps his team alive. Makaj leaves it off. Now intercepted. Morris Elite looking for an option. De Rossier. Luke Smith. Adames.
You can see here Munoz calling for the ball.
Munoz wants it down that wing. He's playing there now. Cardella more up top. Still putting players into the attack despite being down a man.
There's
Long
Munoz
ball over
for
the top.
Opportunity here.
Munoz battled away, though, by Powder. Nice job there from the outside back. He's also had a very good day. Has Samori Powder, the University of Detroit Mercy, going into his senior season. He's got that pro pedigree as well. His brother Noah with RSL and Red Bulls 2. In the 90th minute now. Again, we do not know how much stoppage time we will get. It's play to the whistle time for Morris Elite. Down a goal, down a man. Cormac Pike sent off with a second yellow. This is Sebastian Rojek. Sends it over the top. Good collection there by Edgar Torres. It ends up, though, staying with the Hammers. Hudson Valley looking for a second to really seal this game. Looking for some sort of option from the wing. They give it inside. Umana gets on his right foot. The shot just trickles wide. He had Velasquez worried on that one, and it's wide. But it took a piece off someone from Morris Elite. It'll be a corner kick for Hudson Valley Hammers. And Morris Elite can't believe that that's the decision. Look clean from here. So either Velasquez got a fingertip on that, or it took a slight nick as it went through, but they're ruling it a corner kick. And they're certainly taking their time taking it, Hudson Valley, using the clock now. And a substitution is coming for Hudson Valley Hammers as well. The 25 of Jacob Owen. Ready to come in at the next stoppage. I'm surprised that's not happening now. It is happening now. So Jacob Owen will come into this match. And Nicholas Zilanka will make way. The striker, his goal is the difference. And just shoring up the back line now is Hudson Valley. Jacob Owen, the Dominican college player from Middlesbrough in England. As Hudson Valley will just keep this in the corner. Nice little pass out, though, to Guerra. Guerra looking for his goal. Cuts inside, now backs out, and will go right back to the corner. Beautiful time-wasting technique here from Hudson Valley. That's off someone. It's a throw-in for the Hammers. Beautiful job icing this game right now. And this is stuff you train for, and the time wasting. Morris Elite wondering where the first yellow card for Hudson Valley is going to come from. Haven't gotten one yet. Here's Makaj. One-on-one with De Rossier. Morris Elite just trying to get possession right now. Pulling away with it, though, are the Hammers. They get it to the top of the 18. A chance now The shot blocked away. That was a good look for the 31 of Amana. Here comes Morris Elite. Maybe their last chance. We don't know how much time is left. Munoz tries to head it forward for Pangrazi. Good defensive play. He's under pressure, though. Pangrazi forces it back to the keeper, Wilson, who sends it high and wide. Powder gets collided with Cardella. It's out, and it is a foul against Samori Powder. And it's actually going to be a throw-in. Okay, never mind. Drossier. Munoz tries to get around. Hoofed up the pitch by Matt Wyatt, I should say, just to clear some room, but it does not turn over. Although player offside for Hudson Valley. So going over there is Edgar Torres. He's put in quite a shift today as well for Morris Elite. Sends it long. Trying to connect with Wild Jeff Filius. He doesn't. Battled for there. Still battled for. Navio over there. Shoves over the player, and that's going to be another yellow card perhaps. We'll see. Nope, just a strong talking to. And no yellow card for that. And what has been a game that has had just a bit of everything, Sebastian.
Unbelievable. Talking to after talking to. Yellow card after yellow card. I think we've seen it all.
We've had a yellow card, a red card, a free kick goal. Here comes Hudson Valley looking for the final goal here. Cuts inside. Chip to the middle.
Could this be the nail in the coffin?
Nope.
No.
Good clearance there by Jose Adames. This back line is played admirably. Nice play by Powder. Inside goes the outside back. Powder takes a shot, fires and scores! And that will do it.
And that's the nail in the coffin.
Samori Powder with a beautiful strike. Finds the bottom corner, and that will put this game to bed.
This will make Morris Elite say night-night.
Oh, my goodness. It had to be said, a great individual effort by the Maplewood native, Samori Powder. Inside, outside, great footwork and a great finish. Nothing Velasquez could do. And the Hudson Valley Hammers are going to come into Newark and go home with 3 points. And a big, big confidence boost for them. And for Morris Elite.
This has got to be it right now.
And yes, it is. With the final kick of the game, 2-0. End of the 90 minutes, a crazy match with a little bit of everything, and Coach Kirchy's going to have a word. But in terms of the on-field play, it's over. We'll be back to wrap things up here from Rutgers Newark. 2-0 the score in favor of Hudson Valley.
The Wrap-Up Report's top 5 plays of the week are brought to you by Planet Networks provides award-winning high-speed fiber internet, telecommunications, and managed technology services, keeping essential information, technology systems, and connections updated, safe, and secure 24/7 requires specialized expertise and support. Planet Networks delivers as a trusted partner, enabling you to accomplish your personal and professional goals. For more information, visit planet.net or stop in and visit the local Newton or Denville offices and tell them Morris Sussex Sports sent you. If you want to catch even more highlights from Morris Sussex Sports broadcasts, tune into the Wrap-Up Report as we feature top plays and athletes, as well as upcoming previews of the teams you want to watch out for that weekend. You can check us out on Thursdays at 6 p.m. right here on Morris Sussex.
Back here at Rutgers Newark at Frederick Douglass Field, the Hudson Valley Hammers come in and win a chaotic game against Morris Elite, 2-0 the score. Goals from Nicholas Zelanka and Samori Powder in the second half, earning all 3 points for the visitors. And Sebastian, again, not a poorly played game by Morris Elite, just very feisty, didn't get a lot of calls, especially in the second half, but a game that they still can take a lot of positives out of, just did not have the finishing ability today.
No, they were doing really very well offensively in the first half. They were doing really well with that. Defense was just needs a little bit of work. A big thing from this was so many calls, so many yellow cards, so many. It's unbelievable. We even had a player walk off the field.
Yeah, and part of that is the officiating, but part of that is still keeping your composure.
Exactly.
You have to keep your composure as a player.
No, that is key in being a good soccer player. Keep your composure when the pressure gets you.
On the other side of the coin, a good game for the Hudson Valley Hammers. They win their second game of the year. And again, this game was very even. It could have gone either way, but that goal by Sri Lanka on the free kick set the entire course of the game the other way. A tremendous free kick for them.
Definitely.
Well, we'll wait until these two teams meet again, and will surely be an interesting match between those two whenever it does happen, as we wrap things up here. Again, for the Hudson Valley Hammers, their next match at Manhattan SC, that coming up on June the 8th. Morris Elite will be back here at Frederick Douglass Field on the 8th as well to take on FC Motown. That's the makeup match. These two teams will meet again on July 13th at Mount St. Mary College. So July 13th will be the next matchup between these two squads. But for now, that will do it here from Frederick Douglass Field and Rutgers Newark. For our producer, Paul Arvery, my commentator, Sebastian Bravo, this is David Hassagen saying good night from Rutgers Newark. A 2-0 win for Hudson Valley over Morris Elite. And we hope to see you on Wednesday night here on Morris Elite TV and Morris Sussex Sports. Card was on, whether that was on a player or someone on the bench, which is a possibility. Corner kick whipped in, back post, the header down, and point blank save by Velasquez. Inside to De Rossier. That pass back though to Smith is off target. Interception and a turnover. Here come the Hammers. A shot from range from the 31 of Jorge Umana, but saved there by Cormac Pike. Pike well out of position. And now here comes Hudson Valley. Great slide tackle by the captain and a throw in for Hudson Valley. Great effort there from Cormac Pike.
He's just taking on this.
Sri Lanka, but it's too far. Still got the numbers though, Hudson Valley. Here comes Sri Lanka. Cuts in on that dangerous left foot. The shot takes a deflection and over the top of the net. Almost a chance in transition. We'll have to get Vincenzo to bill him. Because you didn't buy a ticket, so you're not covered under the warranty.
Right,
Here's a shot, top of the box. Almost a scissor kick there from Sri Lanka, but that pass turned over. Good play by Powder, cutting inside. Sri Lanka, one-on-one with the keeper. Sri Lanka, big save by Velasquez again.
I am telling you, this Velasquez.
Interception there by Smith. Villa Gomez tries to get it on his right foot. Villa Gomez looking, sends it across. Wild Jeff, he's onside. Great block. Tremendous block for Ryan Hilliard.
Played at a high level at Fairfield. That was just not the right. That was just a bad play at that point.
That was a center back attempting something forward would do it. That's a shot off the post.
Gosh.
On Rojek, almost forces the turnover as the Fungrazi. And this one pops up in the air. Rossier wins the header. That's no handball according to the referee. Certainly looking at being a referee. Sometimes you get in the firing line and she got shoved by one and ran into the other. Good overlap play there from Navio. Jordi Navio inside Kaliko. Nice defensive play over the bar. Well done, Sebastian Rojek. But a foul, no call there. And here come Hudson Valley 3-on-3. A chance for them to strike first. Laying it off. The chance, sending it across. Nice play there by Torres. And it's Pangrazi. Smith lays it across via Gomez. Via Gomez, inside, Pangrazi. Pangrazi takes the shot himself. Nice save by Wilson. It's a good rip there from Pangrazi.
Very well to do in this free kick.
5 in the wall. Sri Lanka and Wyant over it. It's Sri Lanka, the shot, he scores! There's the breakthrough. Here by Rojek. Rojek collects, nicely done by Rojek. But he loses it on the end, on the sideline. Cross comes in, looking for Cardella. Nice play there by Wilson. Brave goalkeeping from Sri Lanka. He's on a goal already. Sri Lanka cuts back on his left foot, lays it across the Powder. Powder, saved by Velasquez. Still there. Back line is played admirably. Nice play by Powder. Inside goes the outside back. Powder takes a shot, fires and scores! And that will do it.